It began in a galaxy far, far away. Here, men rose above all other species. They became knights, Jedi, Mandalorians, and magicians. They would face many evils, many threats of the darkness, but they would all prevail. For the race of men were believed to be the most powerful beings. But all of them were deceived. In the dark corners of the galaxy, a dark presence emerged from the fiery ash. A presence so evil, it is believed to have been conceived from the dark side itself. The Knight of Shadows. Made from nothing more than the pure evil of the dark side of the Force itself. The Knight of Shadows. Let no one stand in his way. But there were some who resisted. But the power of the darkness could not be undone. It was here when the Prince of Naboo picked up his father's sword and failed miserably.
Wait, spare his life and I'll give you mine.
A young squire begged the knight to spare the prince.
Foolish squire, you think I'd trade in him for you?
First of all, it's magician. And second, I have some tricks up my sleeve.
The Knight of Shadows was imprisoned within the confines of his armor, no longer a threat. And in this one chance, the magician could stop all evil. But the prince had other plans. He instead had the Knight of Shadows imprisoned on the forest moon of Endor, leaving him to be forgotten. History became legend, and legend became myth. And for over 5,000 years, the Knight of Shadows slowly regained his power and control, waiting for someone to discover him. And someone would indeed discover him. Jedi Master Robert Broyle would discover the Knight of Shadows and began to poison his mind, telling him lies of the fellow Jedi, making him believe they were all against him. No, that can't be true.
You are nothing to them.
He believed these lies and planned to turn on the Jedi. And as he was vulnerable, the Knight had convinced him to cut his shackles and free him. Robert listened and freed the Knight, dooming the future of the Jedi and the galaxy. The Jedi are plotting against me. I must do what must be done.
You are going to need my help. Let me join you.
Robert abandoned the Jedi and fled far away, but he was followed by his apprentice. His apprentice had discovered the truth and had no choice but to fight him. The Knight of Shadows revealed himself to the young apprentice, Christoph Kremlin.
We both want balance in this universe. Take my hand, and together you and I, we can bring balance.
The Knight of Shadows convinced young Christoph to join him, and together they'd become a symbiotic pair, dooming the future of the galaxy.